Rock solid. That's what Michigan feels like. Sure, the sands shift beneath our feet and the shorelines ebb and flow. Spectacular summer sunsets give way to dazzling blankets of white. And city skylines transform in extraordinary fashion before our very eyes. But underneath it all, where it really matters, we depend on a rock-solid foundation, a shared set of values on which we build our hopes and dreams. Integrity, honesty, reliability, and a passionate commitment to do the very best we can in everything we do. These are the values that define Michigan and this year's nominees for Michigan Contractor of the Year.
Chrisman is 120 years old, since 1894, founded by a man named H.G. Chrisman. He was involved for many years, but the second half of the company roughly has been owned by current management. We now are in Tennessee and Georgia and North Carolina and Washington, D.C. and Michigan. It's really grown from what he first started. I think the three most important characteristics of the MCOY criteria that we see is the job site supervision and the safety and the communication. And we recognize those as they're all very interrelated, very important to be able to lead the entire team. So as far as Chrisman exemplifying these criteria, we really strive to build lasting relationships and have integrity in our work, so we feel like those fit well. Every one of us in the construction industry has an opportunity to impact a lot of people. We serve the community in a lot of ways. We serve on boards, and I encourage anyone that's on a board to be very active, not just be a meeting attender. We provide donations to many places. We do lots of projects. For instance, we work on Habitat for Humanity houses. We've done some stuff for Kendall College. We recently worked on an urban farm for Mercy Health of Muskegon. So we look for areas where we can use our talent and work as a team to build teamwork and also to provide services to the community. I think my last statement is just we're very grateful to be nominated. It's really important to us to know that the work that we put into building relationships is recognized. And to be able to get this feedback, we're very grateful. We thank everyone involved.
The places we live, work, worship, and play. They're as much a part of our identity as the lakes, rivers, and forests that surround us. And an awesome building can nourish the soul every bit as much as an endless expanse of Lake Michigan blue.
My grandfather started a company in 1951. He says 1948, but our CFO says 1951, so we went with that. He was a celery farmer in Lowell, and during the winter months, he decided to make a little more money while he wasn't growing celery, doing porches and additions to people's houses, to his friends mostly. Started making a little more money doing that than farming, so away he went. My grandpa and my dad really did a great job setting us up for future with the foundation of what we're built on, biblical principles, treating your employees right, just doing the right thing. Those things will not change. We do need to grow, but we need to grow smart and steady. But yeah, just kind of putting a younger, fresher spin on Dan Voss and keeping those foundations strong. One of Dan Voss's greatest achievements, the first thing that comes to mind is this award. It's a culmination of so many good things that make a company great. It speaks to the soul of who we are, and we've won it twice now. We were second runner-up the other 2 years, so that's a pretty good thing, I think. Pretty good accomplishment. I would just like to thank ASA. I think this is a great thing you're doing, and keep it up. You've really set the bar with other organizations out there and how to nominate and how to reward folks, it's a really great deal. Thank you.
Creativity. It's the lifeblood of Michigan, spilling out into streets, parks, and gardens, and coursing through the veins of artists whose palette includes wood, steel, concrete, and glass.
Housing and Volkers has been around since 1945. Down there in Holland, Michigan, I think we're a bit of a sleeper company. We do a significant amount of work regionally, but we're much larger nationally. But our roots are here in Grand Rapids, West Michigan, and our focus is really on highly regulated areas of business such as healthcare, senior living, food processing. We love to do faith-based projects. Our people really take a liking to that. They have a lot of God-given gifts that they love to use in that way. And other than that, we do a little bit of everything other than horizontal highway and bridge construction. So we look at the MCOY Award as something that is a recognition by peers, not by people who are less than us. Again, we are a company who really believes in the equality on the job site, that the general contractor, construction manager, and the trade contractors and vendors are really no different from each other. They all just have a little different job. So all of the categories within the MCOY really, if taken with that approach that we're equal peers all trying to do the same performance for an owner, then I think we're on the right track. We want to continue to be very progressive. I think that's hard to define it at times, but doing things differently than everybody else. We really look for that wow factor. We want to stand out. We want to do things for our employees, for our trade contractor partners, for the building inspectors, the owners, the architects, any entity that touches the project. If we can give them a wow experience, then I feel like we're setting ourselves up for a great success as we move forward. The one thing that we love to do is take a survey of our employees and ask them what it is that they're really passionate about. What do they like to be involved in? If it's a Habitat for Humanity, a United Way Day of Caring, if it's getting involved in different chamber committees, working with our trade organizations, volunteering, those are all big things. But then the littlest of things that every single employee knows that they can come up to us and say, hey, my son's got a Little League team and we'd love to have you sponsor that. And we feel that those are just really critical. I ask our people to sit on boards and not only to just sit there, but to lead, to get in leadership roles. So I think that's another way of giving back to the community is time. And then just the respect of, when people are asking that, we're there to help. It's very rewarding, humbling to be in this situation once again. We're very thankful to ASM and to all those who have nominated us and who have given us support over the years. We realize that we are nothing without the people that are backing this particular program, so thank you.
Made in Michigan. It's not just a marketing slogan, it's a badge of pride. Local contractors, local builders, local tradespeople. That's how we make things better in Michigan.
Earhart Construction was founded in 1962 by Larry Earhart Sr. Larry started the company in the basement of his home. And, I think when you look throughout our history, three things that are very consistent throughout our 52 years is professionalism, fairness, and performance. In fact, I still remember when I was hired getting the talk about how we do things in our culture, and those things were definitely very prominent in terms of the way we do things at Earhart, and they will certainly continue. Being nominated again for the MCOY really means a lot to us at Earhart Construction. I think our consistency of nominations every year tells us that we're doing what we say we're going to do. So one thing that we do at Earhart is we have a community group that's made up of employees, and their job is every year to identify 4 volunteer opportunities that we will make available to our entire company throughout the year. Because we feel like, when we get more people donating their time, that's one of the most powerful ways that we feel like we can make an impact on the community. Another thing that we did recently is in 2012, when we celebrated our 50th anniversary, we decided to take a very unique approach. So instead of celebrating our own achievements, we decided to really draw attention to those people that are out there serving our community every day. So what we did to celebrate 50 years is we set up a contest. We called it the Building Our Community Contest. And the winner, which was chosen by the public through live online voting, received over $50,000 worth of construction improvements free to their nonprofit. And that really is a true story of partnership and collaboration, because many of our subcontractor partners joined us in that effort. So that was one example of how we've given back to the community. We are, absolutely honored to be nominated again. It tells me that we are living out our core values, and I can't think of anything more important in a business, to make sure we're staying true to the principles on which we were founded and on which we will continue.
We were founded in 1891 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, so we've been in the industry for 123 years. So it's an employee-owned company and located right downtown Grand Rapids. We also have a company we opened a company in Fort Myers, Florida back in 1981, and recently we opened an office in Kalamazoo, Michigan as well. We've been in the Grand Rapids area for 123 years, and one thing about our company, it's about people, and we try to make sure that our people are honest and have integrity, working together, flexibility, kind of going to our core values. So a lot of what the MCOY Awards represent are about our people and holding up the integrity, making sure that we put ourselves in the position of the subcontractor and make sure that we treat them fairly. So I think with that approach is what exemplifies us for the MCOY Awards. One of our core values is community, so as a company we want to make sure that we're giving back to the community that we're part of, and that's by giving contributions. We have 35 firms out there right now, organizations that we give back. Also as a company, we'll volunteer our company time for Gilda's Club or to Frederick Meyer Garden, to organizations that reach out to us and say, hey, we need some help. Is there an opportunity here that you can do something? And yeah, we'd love to give back to the community. Along with that, we encourage our employees to find something that they're passionate about to give back to the community, and we'll be there giving them support, the flexibility as individuals to engage in the community and passions that they want to follow. One thing about the MCOY, again, it's a genuine award to be nominated unsolicited by our subcontractors. Really means a lot to us, and I think I don't know what we'd do if we weren't nominated. I think we'd have to do some hard thinking there. But again, it's important for us to be recognized by our subcontractors to let us know that we're doing things the right way, or to be recognized. It's really important for us as a company.
From historic lighthouses to a mighty bridge, Michigan is teeming with man-made landmarks. But you can't build a landmark. It emerges over time after proving itself indispensable to the community it serves.
Pioneer was started in 1933, so during the Great Depression. And we have made it through 4 generations of family ownership. That can be a liability. The older of a company you are, sometimes you think, well, that's the way we've always done it, and that's the way we're going to do it, and you're not ready to face the new world. And so I've been really happy with the folks at Pioneer and their attitude towards taking on new endeavors or innovating or being willing to change the way we look at the world, because the world's changing, whether we like it or not, but you can have a lot of fun trying to push the envelope of how things get done as well. We're focused on West Michigan. We want to be the preferred choice contractor in town. We don't endeavor to be the least expensive option at on every project, but we want to be darn competitive, and we want to add value for the right clients. We don't have a grand plan to be a billion-dollar company in the future. We want to grow along with the size of our city and our region. and that, I believe, shows the commitment we have to Grand Rapids and the rest of West Michigan. We're happy to be nominated and very appreciative because we really do value the subcontractor relationships we have. They are the link that makes us who we are. We couldn't survive without each other, and this community is unbelievably blessed with so many good subcontractor partners. When we've traveled outside the area, we really do see the difference in the type of quality that we're dealing with here back at home.
Cool cities rule in Michigan, from laid-back small towns to bustling urban centers, all made cooler by buildings that reflect their unique character and aspirations.
Rockford's been in business for 27 years, and over the past several years have been taking advantage of a great economy that we're all participating in. And I would say that right now we have probably the best team that we've had in that entire duration. Our team is focused on a lot of the MCOY criteria, to be honest with you. Performing well, interacting and creating high-performing teams on the job site, focus on quality and safety and things of that nature. You know, we're a service company, and we're only as good as the people that we have. And we invest a lot of money and a lot of effort into finding the best people that we can find and bringing them to our group. Ultimately, on a job site, it's people that do the work and the relationships that are required to focus everybody on a common goal. And I think that the staff that we have on hand right now is the best we've had in creating this atmosphere, not only in our office, but in the job site also. Technology will continue to change the way that we do business. For sure, in the next several years, we're all going to be dealing with a situation where we have more projects probably than the labor to do them. And we're all going to have to learn how to work with all this technology and work as a team. You know, going forward, Rockford will continue to always be very focused on our local community. We value what happens in Grand Rapids, Michigan and Western Michigan. But I think that as Rockford continues to grow, we have a ventures group that's looking at various different ways to assist the construction industry in products and services. And ultimately, you know, I think we'll focus on the Grand Rapids community and what we can do to help West Michigan grow and prosper.
Wolverine Building Group is 75 years old this year. We're celebrating our 75th anniversary. We started years and years ago, primarily in industrial construction, warehouses, factories, and that type of thing. We branched out into office buildings. We started a new division that focused on hospitals and healthcare environments. And in 1995, we acquired Freiling Construction, which is an apartment builder. So that's a real strong part of our business right now. We're multifamily builders around the country. And finally, we acquired Houseman Construction about 5 years ago, and that's somebody that focuses on retail and restaurants in a national chain type of environment. So that's the long story of our 75 years. I think for sure safety has got to be something that we're very strong in and something we're very committed to. And we try to show leadership in safety in every project that we undertake. And also just trying to be good partners and communicators with our subcontractor friends and our whole team that's part of the construction process. We give back to the community primarily through, we really focus on the healthcare world. Spectrum Health in particular has been a good source for us to give back, as well as Mercy Health Services. Some of the local camps we've been working with over the years, Camp Manitoulin, Camp Roger, Camp Henry. These are some things that we feel strongly about giving back to. The Right Place program in Grand Rapids and West Michigan has been real strong for bringing new businesses to the area, and we feel that that's something that we should contribute to, and we have over the years, and we feel that that's a good way to give back. Well, being nominated for the MCOY Award is just an honor for us as a company because we view our competition as very strong in this area, and to be considered one of the best in the group, it's just very gratifying for us as a company.
Michigan is a place where achievement is measured by results, where awards aren't given, they're earned. And the 2014-2015 Michigan Contractor of the Year Award has been earned by